And good evening. How are y'all doing? We're here. It's Tuesday. The Monday-est Tuesday I've ever had. Hope y'all made it through the Memorial holiday all right. And if you didn't get to see the magistrate till this morning. Because he took Memorial Day off too. Just saying. All right. So right now I'm playing by my lonesome till Mr. Dad Random can join us. He got a little held up. I'll let him explain himself. He'll be joining us shortly. At least that's what he said. Until then, good evening, Lee. How are you? Until then, let's get caught up on a few news items. There is a full app out now for the DigiView, which allows you to view whatever's on your DJI goggles via USB to an Android telephone or tablet. But it has to be Android. It's only available for Android at this point. There's someone that works for iOS, but it's hadn't come to fruition yet. So let me show you what it looks like in the Google Store. Do this and do that and share. And here we go. The DigiView app from D3VL Tools. It's actually gotten a lot nicer now. The latency is actually user adjustable now. You can set it to race mode or high quality or race mode or latency mode. I don't know what latency mode is supposed to be, but for some that was said forever, that's not going to happen. Now that we have a free app, nonetheless, I think that's pretty slick. So where do I put this DigiView? Here it is. If I could share it on screen, it'd be even better. But anyway, it is there. It is for you to download and to use. And now that you have that ability, your significant other won't say that she's bored anymore when you're flying and she can't watch what it is you're doing. Oh, this is an interesting view, isn't it? Let's try this. Hey, Sunrise. Yeah, I'm still hearing those red devils laughing at you. They were talking amongst each other. Like, yeah, that guy's too chicken to deal with us, so he took the excuse of playing with the football players instead, or foosball players, I should say. Don't call it soccer. It ain't soccer. It's foosball. Football. Because you actually use your foot. Where, in contrast, for football, you use your hands. I can't even follow that one. So, and the ball isn't exactly a ball either. And howdy, Ben T. and Frank S. Jr. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ben T., I must apologize. I just saw your message on the Discord this morning. I haven't been on that thing all weekend. It's been one of those weekends. So, and Frank S., if you were to send me a picture of you wearing that spanking new Lone Star UAV t-shirt to Lone Star UAV at gmail.com, I will send you some stickers. Well, you have to send me your address too, so I know where to send the stickers to. But yeah, if you want to send me a picture, I will send you some stickers. How's that for a deal? And I know you in the UK, I'm assuming, because you're over past bedtime already. No problem. It's just a letter anyhow, so we'll make that happen. So, till Dad joins us, I've got some else to share, and I don't know if anybody has seen these things yet. Power Drone sells these vanity stickers, I think is what they call them, specifically made to fit over the Axie HD antennas. They got different patterns. They're like $4. I just thought it'd be some different. And what does Ben say? Drone shots off the pool and swimmers. That's always nice. As long as your drone don't take a bath, we're all good. But yeah, no, they're only available at Power Drone. They're actually a Power Drone product. This is what the remainder of it looks like. The only thing when you install it, does it show up? There's a little hole in the middle of the sticker that you need to line up with a little button on your antenna. So don't cover up the little button on the antenna. You will decrease your performance. And if anybody wants to send me stickers to send to Yvonne in Bulgaria, this is the week to do it. I'm going to meet her on the 24th, I believe it is. And I will hand her over all the stickers that have arrived. And when Yvonne gets here, I need to get him to send me a telephone number. Well, the button, well, I don't know that the button it's not the button that has performance, but it's part of the antenna. And that's a part that needs to be able to breathe. So. You don't want to cover that little button up. That'll decrease your performance. And contrary to popular belief, the antennas on the V1 goggles, even the stock antennas, are left-hand circle polarized. They're not linear. Only the V2 goggles have linear antennas on them. RC Shim did a piece on antennas for the V1 goggles and the V2 goggles and the difference in the antennas, and he actually has taken them apart, and you can actually see the V1 antennas look like a miniature air antenna. You know, it has a little pommel on the end of it. And it just looks, I don't have an antenna out here right now that I could show you. Well, so it kind of looks like the top end of that antenna. It's just smaller, and it's put in the case and covered in that little plastic cover. So V1 is all left-hand circle polarized. V2 is linear. So don't try to use the V2, the V1 antennas on the V2 goggles or vice versa. You're going to have performance loss. Then I've already shown it the other day, but I am playing with some mini stuff right now, and I'm kind of show you a little bit of progress here. Come on, focus. I'm playing with the little UZ80 from URUAV. And instead of using the stock frame that came with it, which you got to get a load of this stuff, here's the carbon fiber frame. Check this out. This thing has a lot of flex. So I had ordered the frame that you see on here from Jack Higgins 3D printing. It was only like $11, I think it was. It's a little larger, so I probably can put some slightly larger props on it. Go from 40 millimeter to probably 2-inch prop. And it should be an interesting little one-ass insect flyer. And I don't know if you know this or not, but where I live, I'm very close to military Air Force base. And I cannot just step out in front of my apartment and fly without clearing that first with Randolph Air Traffic Control. And Woody Drones On is in the house. Hey, Paul, how are you? Hey, y'all, bear with me because I got to jump back and forth between two chats here. And if you could hit the old thumbs up thingy in the chats, I'd appreciate it. We got to make sure we get those things in there so we're staying relevant with the machine. LANC approvals do not work around military installations. Military does not play on LANC. Unfortunately. These are batteries that I bought for this thing. 600 milliamp 1S batteries. You buy them by the dozen. No, not really. There's, what, 5? I think it was 5 to the kit. Yep, there's 5 of them. But more interestingly, I also have this little gem right here. That's a 1S charger, 6-channel. I will be doing a review on this one because this is actually pretty slick, and I've got to try it out first. It only came in today, so I haven't had a chance to play with it yet. Yeah, with Randolph, you can send them an email if you do it first thing in the morning, and they'll get back to you that same day. Otherwise, you have to usually wait till the next day. At least that's what my experience is with that guy. Now, I'm not knocking him. I think he does an awesome job, and it's very agreeable. So, it's nice to have that ability to be able to reach out by email, and you don't have to make a half dozen phone calls and then talk to some guy that's been on the tower too long already for the day and has a bad day. So that random is slightly delayed. I will let him explain what's going on. But he right now is playing nice with the wifey and his in-laws. Yeah, I heard about Stinson Airfield, and I didn't. What I heard was not all that pleasant. So I said to him, nope. So, what else is new in the world of drones? So we just got the big holiday weekend behind us. Hope everybody made it through the weekend okay. I trust the hangover this morning wasn't too badly. Again, today was the Monday-est Tuesday I've had in a while. But we shall live through that too. So what else did I have? Yeah, so, and I didn't put those up there very good, but Mr. AR Wing is about to retire. He'll probably be a wall hanger from now on. I'm going to take the innards out of him and install them in the Phoenix. The molts are killing you. Yeah, the molts are doing a number on me too. But we're not going to complain about the rain, right? Yeah, that's probably a good thing that the week's going to be shorter. That's less of a chance of me killing anybody by the time Friday comes rolling around. Well, now, Mr. Random, are you going to join us, or are you just poking in to say hi? He probably has to fire up the computer, which means he's got to shovel some coals first to build up enough steam. I didn't invite you. Oh, well, we can fix that. Let's see, how do we do that? We do that around here somewhere, don't we? Let's see. From me to that guy. All right, invite's on the way. That's when I created the stream. What was it, 6 o'clock this morning? Because I forgot to do it last night. It was a long night. Let's just leave it at that. So, barbecue being loaded at the minute, huh? Yeah, barbecue is always slow cooking. Never be in a rush for barbecue. When there's Ben, you've been to Franklin's barbecue recently? I know there's a hey, what's going on here? Well, the invite went out. There he is. And here is Mr. Dan Random, the one and only, the infamous, the man, the myth, the legend. Howdy, brother.
Hey, how are you doing? Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
I'm on the infamous monocaster.
Well, all we have to do is get you a little bit in focus.
There we
There
go.
we go.
It seems like it's working fine here, so I'm just gonna leave it here and not mess with it much, and that should be good. Should be good. Okay, I've got comments up yet. All right, hey, hey, hello everybody. It is Tuesday, and the more I get freedom, the more I am busy. So I had a lot of fun today. My wife let me go buy a car today. So
A car.
yeah, they don't care about the really expensive things. But if you go try to buy $1,000 drone, it's like, holy friggin' motherfucker. So,
I never pictured you in a car.
okay, I got it. Yeah. I'm a truck guy. I had no intention of buying a car. I'll just tell you, a truck, a car, whatever thing that moves and that you sit in. And we were looking at travel trailers just for the hell of it because it was Memorial Day, and let's just go look at travel trailers, like stupid people do. But when my wife and we were really bad together. When we go looking at stuff, our problem is we tend to buy stuff. We're like worse together than we are apart. And we were driving back, and we took a turn around the block, and we went by these used trucks. And of course, I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, wait a second! Look at that. That's really nice. You could pull a trailer with that." I just said that for a joke. And she's, "Let's go look at them." And I'm like, "Are you freaking? Are you for real today?" So we went and we started walking around the lot, and it was like 110 degrees. You know how hot it is already here. And I walked by this one. It was just freaking nice. I mean, I was looking for a full size. I'm leaving my Colorado, my smaller truck. I was looking to see what a full size would run and where I was stood. By moving up back into because I've always drove full size trucks. My last one I drove for about 14 years. I drove a Nissan Titan. I love that truck, and I probably sold it way too early. But then I drove that Colorado around for a long time, about 5 years, and I thought I was going to have it for 10 because it was 5 years went by like that. But truck prices are they're really weird right now. So, like used vehicles, it's kind of like houses, with material. There's material shortages,
Yep.
and the chip thing that goes with drones also goes with cars, trucks. We drove by this dealership, and there are no trucks in the lot, none, brand new. I looked at two new ones today, brand new ones, because they only had two. We're
I live
talking,
right behind a Chevy dealership.
yeah,
And yeah, there's two dealerships. There's a used and there's a new one. And the used one, the lot is full. The new one, not so much.
empty, yeah. And the new ones were nice. There were two Duramax, pullers, and I'm like, diesel. I'm all getting excited because I thought I might be able to. Because right, the incentives now, you get a military discount, or you get this discount or that discount. I get teacher discounts, so they're like, "Well, you get this discount now." I'm like, "Well, this used one over in this lot over here is like it's more expensive than your new ones." Tell me how that works out. How do you sell new vehicles if your used ones are higher priced? So that was my argument all day today. It took me about 4 hours. And and once again, I'm on the way out. There's nobody in there buying cars. Nobody. I probably could have gotten them lower. It is actually pretty sad. But I ended up buying a used one. I didn't buy a new one. So it all's good. I'm very happy. And just the only, it basically is I went, my truck that I sold is a 2016 and this one's a 2019. And it's got 15,000 miles on it. It's like brand new. For me, that's like less than that's almost 2 years of driving that many miles. I don't drive very much. So anyway, it was good. It was a good day. I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that this weekend. I said, Happy Father's Day. And that was about it right there. And Jamie was like, "Oh, I don't have to get you anything. Oh, yeah, okay." I'm like, so
Um, Doc Murdoch is reporting back from sounding safely from communist California.
ooh, okay. I'm going to communist California. So I'm on my way.
Do you
And
have to
maybe
show
next
like
week.
your shot record and passport and all that to get into California, or how does that work?
I think you have to have a passport. I think you have to have blood samples. You have to have immunizations. Um,
How
you
about a stool
you
sample?
carry fruit or a dog. You can't bring them both together. You have to bring them individually. You can't bring fruit and a dog because you could bring in both um, dust mites and whatever the fruit has. Let's see. You'd have to come to New Mexico. They got brand new trucks all over the lots up here. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't go brand new. I think I'm learning. I've actually been really lucky with used trucks. I've had several of them, and they've all been excellent. I've been really lucky. And
Oh, I'm glad you learned. I mean, Christ, you've been to school all your life.
I got a friend that's all he buys. When I brought home that new Colorado back in when I first started working at this new job I was at, he was like, "Ah, cool," and he just doesn't do that. He never does. And he drives around and he has two different Mercedes, but of course they're just a couple of years older. I think he drives like a 500, and his wife or his daughter's got a 300. You can pick up that 500 for, I don't know, for 30 grand if you're looking for high mileage. So you have to pass through checkpoints, all the freeway entrances to the state. Yeah. So anyway, yeah,
Yeah, you better bring your shot record, or they won't let you in.
yeah. So do I have a glow? Do I have a new truck glow on me? So I apologize if it does feel, it's definitely more exciting than new drone glow, but new drone glow doesn't last as long with me, but the new truck glow will last months and months and months. How many months exactly? 72?
Well, you know why guys get excited about women and leather clothing?
Uh-huh. Tell me why.
Because that leather smell reminds them of a new truck.
I told my wife that joke. I told me that. She looked at me like, uh-huh.
You guys are weird.
I'm happy. I'm lucky. She's been very, very, very. That surprised that living shit, excuse me, out of me. I was like, "What? You want
Well, here's the thing. She's just priming you.
to? Something's coming up."
She's just priming you. She lets you buy a bigger truck because she knows it has a bigger bed, what you're gonna need to get all those kitchen cabinets back to the house.
Freaking Steve loves that new truck, man. It's got an air conditioner. It blows right on him now. He doesn't have to go and stick his face out the window. He can just sit by the freaking vents. He thought that was pretty nice. Uh, sometimes, sometimes, guys, you can't take it with you. You got to freaking leave it all on the table. I wish everybody would think that way. That's in life in general. You got to enjoy it while you can, assuming you can. That's why I like to hang out and buy drones and goof around and I and I I'm very cheap when it comes to like stuff. You don't even know. It's like You think I spend a lot of? I don't. Kai has to deal with me. I mean, he can't get me to freaking spend 50 cents on a battery, upgrade. And then, so I, like I
Is
said,
that the same guy talking that spent $160 on a battery for that DJI thing?
I just lost a $60 battery, Kai. That battery's screwed.
That wasn't no $60. It was $40.
The one,
$39.99.
the tree battery. And then it wouldn't freaking charge. I was trying to see if I could get it to freaking, I don't know. I was trying to get it to discharge and then charge up. I want to cycle it to see if I could get it to work.
Did you try to balance it first?
Yeah, what else should I do? I mean, I put the balance, um, I put it on balance charge.
What was the voltage readings on the individual cells?
I can't tell you exactly or anymore. Actually, I did. I took a picture of it. Here, I'll give you an idea here. All
Didn't
right.
you try to send me a picture?
Yeah, I actually put some pictures up on the video that I did too. Okay, so this is my 398 4389 408 407 490.
That don't sound all that bad.
Yeah, I think I can fly it. I'm gonna try to fly them all. I've got them. I charged them up, and then I discharged them all. I was trying to just get them through a couple of cycles. It's puffy for sure. It's not. I don't know how long it's got on it. It's definitely it's puffy. It puffed up. But I'm gonna try to fly it. I'm just gonna fly it around.
It got puffy because you also superheated that thing sitting in your truck all day.
Well, it didn't it got puffy just recently, but no, that didn't help at all.
But Lee figured out the true reason why you had to have a truck right there.
Lean, you're right. Well, what I need to get, I should have got one with a winch on it. Just throw it over. Then I could have winched myself up because I would have had to go up in the tree, of course. So, yeah,
Stocks reply to your battery thing.
Yeah, I'm going to fly those batteries. I'm going to fly the crap out of them, and I really like Mr. Croc with the 5-inch props too. 6-inch drone with 5-inch props. I really like it with the fives, and maybe like you were saying, Kai, I should get some different 6-inch props, ones with a little less uh, uh, angle on them,
a little less pitch,
a little lower pitch, just real, and that definitely would. But so I'm going to look at. I'll probably buy another set of 5-inch props with that, and then another set of experimental 6. I'll be ordering here pretty soon.
Since you wasn't here earlier,
So
see my new stickers on the.
Oh wow, those are freaking cool. Those are
These are available from Power Drone.
Oh, you can get any stickers you want on there. I like that.
Well, not any stickers because there's actually a little hole in the front for that button to stick through.
Right.
If you look at the antenna, there's a little brass button in the middle. So apparently you're not supposed to cover that up or it'll screw with your performance. But
what is that brass thing anyway that you can tell me?
That's part of the antenna.
Oh, I don't know what the hell that was. I just assumed it was just a freaking brass thing. Just goes to show you how much I know. You guys could tell as I'm freaking narrating through a crash scene. But you understand, I'm very distraught at that time. I am losing my mind calmly, trying to figure out how I'm going to get 50 feet up into a freaking cottonwood tree, knowing, that you could literally make rope to build a pyramid out of cottonwood freaking branches. So I was trying to figure out how, I was going to get it out of there. And I actually climbed halfway up, like the fat part of the tree. And the only thing I got smart about is I didn't bring my video camera up there to take any video. I concentrated on climbing. So I didn't freaking do something stupid like end up in the hospital with a broken freaking leg and then a back full of those 3-inch barbs that were surrounding the tree.
I want a picture of that.
I wished I would have gotten video of me pulling that one sucker out of the middle of my shoe because it was right, like, you know where the arch of your foot was? It went through my foot, and every time I put pressure down on it, it poked up and into my. I was like walking out and going. So your antennas are done and tested. We'll be sending them off this week. All right.
Thank
He's,
you very much,
he made,
Doc.
he made you some antennas?
He made me some antennas for the analog goggles.
I didn't know. I know you can make them, but I didn't know of anybody that made them. That's pretty cool.
Well, he makes them.
Does he have a press or something so you can press out those little buttons and stuff? Or does he have to cut them by hand? What does he do?
I think he cuts it all by hand. They're all
Maybe-
handmade. He makes himself patterns
Okay.
and stamps to get it all right. But
He's kind of like a fly fisherman of drones. He ties his own flies.
yeah,
Good analogy right there.
yeah. He says all handmade.
Guys, you guys, this is not. You see my face? This is not because the lighting is nice in my room. I have a freaking burnt face from looking like this into the sun for well an hour.
Under your camouflage floppy hat.
Uh, I love that hat. That's a great hat. I'm going to get a whole series of those. I think I'm going to from the for my summer look. I'm going to the boonie hat.
We need to talk to Kelly and see if he's got a ready set drone boonie head left over.
I'd wear it. I got. I'm Lone Starring right now, and I got to do
Yeah, I see that.
the boonie hat
Going in style.
down there. There we go. See it a little bit. There we go. That was better.
He's out and he's styling it.
And you notice, obviously, I'm not outside right now, and it's because it's 97, but it feels like Hades right now. So it is hot, hot, hot.
And Sam Burns showed up. Howdy, Sam. How are your projects coming along? I know he's building.
I finally watched the whole. Now, Bardwell put out another micro FPV video. I thought he had done one before, but he was just kind of flying around. I learned a lot from that video. So, as far as what that thing's flying characteristics are like, and because he does the things that you want to see. He pushes on it a little bit, punches it a little bit. He eventually crashes it, and he's human. But I've never seen him climb up a tree though, because he's probably smart enough to stay underneath.
Well, I've been working on the UZ80 a bit. Well, I did go with the bigger frame, the Star Lord frame.
Yes. Show us what you got going on there. What do you got? Oh wow, yeah. Oh geez. We're gonna have to give you a micro name.
I'm gonna have to find different props now because the props that come with it are for the 75 millimeter frame that came with it, and this is a 90 mil, so I can upgrade to 2-inch props on this. So I'll be doing that.
No, I'm a huge. And you did send me the video. Now that you probably talked about this, that the Hex Nano has a HD version out now with the naked.
It's not out yet.
Oh, it's not out yet.
It's not out yet, but
Of course,
Plywood did announce today they are creating a micro. So basically, the little micro hex they have out already, but only as a quad. So,
I wish Banggood would send me that. That now it's, I said I'm low man on the Banggood totem pole. I'm bang kinda, not bang good. So my girlfriend at Banggood is only willing to send me limited things right now. So I
And
will.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need a bigger motor. These are 0802s, so they should be good for 2-inch props. I mean, we're going from 40 millimeter to 50 millimeter, so we're not going ginormously bigger. Just a hair.
Why do guys with terrible eyesight like small freaking quadcopters? What do we like pain and suffering? Is that part of the I mean, I think the little mini ones are really amazing. I'm so interested in them. And like I said, the small builds are just so technologically unbelievable that they can make something that small, you know, and then now run on an 18650, and then now we're running on 1S lipos and getting almost the same performance as we're getting from a Lion battery. I mean, it's crazy. It's it's crazy cool, you know. So
No, I got the batteries and the battery charger for this 1S to date. So there will be a review on that coming up shortly. But that's what the battery looks like. I mean, these things freaking. And this is one of the no on the bigger end of the spectrum was a 600 milliamp.
turn it sideways. See. Like the width. Yeah. Oh wow, that's still gum. It's still a pack of gum size for 600. Wow. So they basically doubled the capacity of those batteries, and they have the same form factor.
So this is just
Isn't,
yeah.
aren't they usually 450 mod or 1S, the little tiny ones?
You get them 300, 450, 600. I'll start out with 600 because the
Never seen an
Nasco
800.
says it has the most flat time. What's the 600s?
I've never seen an 800 that skinny.
This is not an 8. This is 6.
Oh, I thought it was an 8. There you go. There's my bad eyesight there. I thought it was I
And
thought it
then we have the charger go with it. And that one I will be doing a review on because if this thing does what it says it will, it'd be the charger to use for 1S batteries.
Can you hint on the price of that? Or is
Price,
that
price point is under $30 for the charger.
no way? Is that better than mine?
And that's well, the one you have is not a 1S charger.
No, it's not. It's that 2S.
No, this is just specifically for 1S batteries.
You said, well, we'll let you wait on that so you can give us all the info and
But
specs.
it's got like 4 different plugins for each one, so it can plug in all the different batteries.
But that's I've had ones that you can plug in 6. So what's between
There are 6 ports on this thing.
they're all
Each
charged?
port has 4 different plugins for the different form factors on the plugs.
Oh wow, okay. I can see. Because I've had those cheap ones where you put 6 batteries on it and you plug it all in and it takes 5 hours to charge all 6 of those batteries.
No, this one has 6 individual charging channels.
Right.
You can set each one for high voltage, no standard voltage.
Yeah.
It's adjustable from 0.1 to 1 amp. So you can adjust each channel to whatever battery you're charging on it.
Yeah, because then you got 6 batteries ready as opposed to 1 battery ready in the same amount of time.
Well, you get one battery. No, each channel does its own charging. So when one battery's done, battery's done, the other still charge or whatever, but that doesn't impact.
Gotcha. I thought it simultaneously charged.
It's better than the charging boards or the parallel boards where you charge all batteries at the same speed at the same time.
Right.
You got to wait for the whole board to get done or have a battery. where this one does 6 individual channels.
Right. That's what I thought you were saying, because let's see.
And this has a built-in AC cord, so it can charge off a wall plug or it can charge off a XT60 plug. So you out in the field, you can charge it off of one of your big batteries and charge it at home, plug it into the wall. For $27.99.
That's a reasonable number. And especially, I think I'm trying to think of how many of those little batteries I got. I got a ton of them. I
got a bunch of those too from this thing will charge the Cymer batteries, the Cymer 5X batteries. It'll charge those in this thing. I still have that little Holy Stone little sucker that I'm flying line of sight in the house.
Trying to get into this. Oh,
and Trapper John wants a Briggs and Stratton powered drone. Howdy, Trapper. Why would you put Emu Flight on your Nazgul 5? What am I missing here? Sunrise wants to know if Dad started with a Tiny Hawk or something similar.
Yeah, I started with the Tiny Hawk. The little, I flew that a bunch. As long as it stayed together. I started to learn right away that my first drone problems, and that was that with the little Tiny Hawks here. First of all, it's not brushless; it's brushed. I knew the difference in there, but I thought, it would be a good starter. And what I learned quickly was that the props would pop off all the time, and then I would lose them because the props, when they pop off, they fly away. So then they went to the Tiny Hawk 2, right? And they flipped it, and then they had the pusher props. And I went and bought one of those, and I bought a cheap one. I never flew it. All I did was I started to get, the, oh crap, I wasn't getting flight time, and I was starting to do like fixing and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to fix anything. I'm trying to learn to fly. That's when Kai talked me into getting an all-in-one build. I got my digital glasses. I just said, all right, I'm just going to go for it. Well, I got my controller and I got the rocket. So I learned on the rocket. The rocket was great. I learned more flying with that than I learned with the Tiny Hawk. But I was,
and the rocket is for sale now. Shall we pitch that in again?
people keep trying to buy it from me, but
this one I want to show.
It's hard for me to part with it because everybody wants wants it free, and I would rather, I can easily be insulted. So, and I was not going to sell it for $200. I had somebody offer me that. I'm like, frick, what are you doing? You're just going to buy the air units $200. So, and I'm not going to, you're going to pay for the freaking drone and the damn air unit. I'm not going to piece it out, which is probably what I should have done. But I got.
Apparently, there's an offer on the table for you.
Oh, is there? It could be a good day, man, if I got 2 offers on there. I would be more eager to give a listener a deal than some stranger out there that is just trying to hose me. Hopefully it's not one of you guys.
No. Here, look at Doc Murdoch's question.
Let's see what's Doc Murdoch saying. A set of my, let's see. Does Dad want a set of my antennas for analog use? Well, I don't have analog yet, so I guess I could put them on my Tiny Hawk setup.
You can put them on the box goggles, just as easy.
That's true. I didn't think about that. guys, I'm still battling away.
That would be a yes.
Yes, of course I would. That's yeah. Thank you, Kai.
Jesus.
Doc, I'm always thinking
That
about
took
that.
a second.
I'm not thinking clearly right now. Oh,
Well, we got to give him a break. It is summer break, you know.
I've,
He again didn't pass the class. He's got to redo it again next year.
I've got a
You
lot
know,
of.
somebody says teachers are smart people. Bullshit.
I'm
They
getting
go to
pulled
school
from a lot
all
of
their life, and then finally somebody feels sorry for them, turns them out on the pasture.
I'm getting pulled from multiple directions. Oh,
Who's getting pulled from multiple directions?
I am always getting pulled from multiple directions.
Yeah, but you like it.
Oh, I don't. I'm just. I've got a freaking. I might have a. We might have a Kai 2 test coming. Kai drone 2.
Kydrone too? Which one would that be?
Well, the one the Banggood sending me right now looks a lot like the Kai one. It's probably the same exact thing. It's just a different name. So, yeah.
Well,
Video.
as far as the card reader works and the gimbal works, I mean,
I'm hoping it's just okay because I cannot hide my disappointment very well. And I can truly have fun with a toy quad as long and this one's priced pretty low. So we'll see. We'll see what it ends up. The price point could be good, and we'll see. Yeah, I've got Banggood hanging over my rear view mirror too, and but I won't. I have nothing to gain by screwing my friends out of buying a drone that I think is less than okay. So we know it's going to be a toy, but I'll just tell you how good of a toy it is.
so apparently we made it to the Facebook Marketplace comment section.
What did?
Well, apparently we did because
Oh, we did.
Pepper John says this the drone show that is sometimes in the Facebook Marketplace comment section.
Probably. Hey, you got that for sale? Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. Ben's dropping some love. Uh, yeah, I think that would Ben. That's going to dry my tears from this last weekend. And whatever if it buys a box of Kleenex to dry my tears, it always feels better.
Screw that. Don't buy a roll of paper towels. You can also use that to check your oil and then, use the rest to go buy yourself a beer.
I can buy a bunch of Band-Aids and I can put that on my heart.
Hell with it. Just duct tape and kitchen towel, paper towels. That'll fix it.
Well, Web Local, I think that's true. He says, I wonder why DJI isn't trying to get into the market into the tiny market because they could so dominate it. I mean, for a fact if they just take their technological know-how and apply it to a tiny build with a really good camera and maybe some just basic. I mean, they don't even have to put stabilization in. Nobody cares.
Here's to your new truck.
Thank you. It's always a good day. It wasn't a new drone day. I haven't had a new drone feeling in a long time. But
I got all new drones laying around here that I can't fly because this freaking weather ain't playing along.
my weather's been good. I've had really good weather. I just haven't. I thought I was going to get a nice battery, video, and I'm like, this would be kind of cool. It'd be interesting because I destroyed the battery.
DJI is starting to push into the small market now, or actually manufacturers are starting to adopt the DJI system for smaller drones because the new quad that Flywheel announced is what 58 grams weight.
Yeah. Check.
Put a 3S battery under that, so you about 120 gram weight.
Is this my? Is this is here? We need to have a little fun just for a second. This is what happened to me a second ago. I was like,
They make builds for that.
I was like this, and then I went.
Probably some you shouldn't be advertising.
Oh,
if it's gone limp, you shouldn't be advertising the fact.
He started talking about analog, and that's what happened. Anything digital, and everybody goes, "What?" Okay, guys, I am still in the market for analog stuff. I haven't given it up. I've got a lot of. I'm being pulled in multiple directions. So, and then I freaking end up with a drone in a tree, and then I'm like, screw it, I'm not flying for a while, and then I have to mess around with a battery, and then I have a party. I had a party on Memorial night, and we had some friends over. Both of these ladies had lost their husbands, and they were both veterans, so we had them over for dinner. And both of them were in the Vietnam War, by the way, and one had died of Agent Orange just a couple of days. Well, it's definitely complications of Agent Orange used in the helicopters, and then the other one was in the Navy. But anyway, so I've had that going on. And then my wife springs the freaking truck thing on me. I'm like, well, crap, I got to go to the freaking dealer tomorrow. I can't freaking let this one go. Can't just go fly drones now when we got this truck thing possibly hanging over me. None of you guys would do that either. You'd jump on it.
I wouldn't jump on a new truck right now.
Oh, come on, Kai.
But then again, my truck is a 2019, so.
Right. Well, it's okay. I'm happy. I think 2019 is great.
Well, that's the best.
Pre-COVID.
That's the year that you buy, because that's what I want to the 8-speed transmissions.
Yep, and that's another nice thing
to meet federal mileage mandates.
Yeah, many years ago they could have done this, and they didn't because they didn't need to. And then they decided, oh, we've got to up the electronic shifting, and the trailering too helps to have more gears. But yeah, they just decided that, yeah, we should just put, instead of just an overdrive on it, let's put multiple gears towards the overdrive, and we can be efficient more of the time. Isn't that crazy? They knew this the whole time, and then they threw the lightning at us. So electric trucks coming, guys. Me and Kai someday, we're going to plug into our trucks to charge our drones. It's coming.
Well, it's already there.
Well, we can already do it. I mean, we can plug into the AC adapter and turn the. Are you going to buy a Cybertruck, Kai? Are you a Cybertruck kind of guy, or are you? Yeah, I don't like the. Is anybody here like that? The body style of that?
Well, hell no. I don't even think electric is going to be the way.
I think it's going to be hybrid.
Battery operated is going to be the way to go.
Yeah.
I think the final solution last was hydrogen.
You do like the hydrogen fuel cell thing? I think hydrogen fuel cell, that whole idea, it's very cool.
Actually, my bet would be on a hydrogen fuel cell, powering a generator, and electric final drive, a true hybrid, where you have a generator that's powered by hydrogen, producing electricity to run electric motors that actually do the propulsion. We're going to see that on semi-trucks before long, because they would really benefit from that.
Well, they could operate like trains.
Yeah, that is what a train is. I mean, trains right now is a big diesel generator.
Right, it's a big electric power plant, because you get more torque from electric.
Yep.
and it just why
Electric motor don't have to build up to get to full power. Electric motor, 300 horsepower electric motor has 300 horsepower from 1 RPM all the way to whatever the max is.
Right. I actually watched a video about the Lightning, the Ford Lightning. And they talked about the power curve, which is the torque curve, just straight across. And all the other cool, and they said that Lightning actually has a battery capacity for driving of over 460 miles. But what they did was they took into consideration hot and cold. They took into consideration under tow load, and that's where they got the 300 number. So quite honestly, 300 is under load, under towing. They said that under, I think it was like 1,000 pounds of cargo. I don't think they did pulling load. I think they did cargo load. But I thought that was kind of interesting. I just watched it. And then your whole trunk is a giant freaking golf bag.
Yeah, there's a guy.
Your engine compartment. I mean, not trunk, but your engine compartment is a giant freaking place to store beer.
There's a guy that has a Tesla that they stripped the whole inside out of to save weight. And then they've done some hacking on the onboard computer, and he's out on the racetracks and he spanks just about anything.
Oh yeah, that thing is, electric vehicles are going to be so freaking fast.
Yeah, Trucker John saying, here to tell you, for many years of operating electric mining equipment, electric is the way to go if you want raw power. So, yeah. And our mad scientist strapped an iPhone to the front of his drone.
Oh yeah, I've seen the iPhone thing. They're just heavy is all. They're great cameras.
You got a chance to strap iPhone to the front of one X8 Cinedrone.
Oh yeah, because that's a heavy lift drone anyway, right? Yeah, the X8, isn't that the red? Yeah, the red camera. Yeah, that's the one that carries that big cinematic camera. Let's see. Let's see. Send me an email.
Send you an email.
Oh yeah, this is just a scrap that I got to do. Trying to kill two birds with one stone here. It's crap on my registration stuff. Yeah, so I might have I had a bunch of deals come through today too on my phone while I was dinking around with the car dealership today, and I might have oh man, a buyer has paid. Oh, unbelievable. Oh boy. There is a God. All right. Okay. Anyway. Not going. I'm not telling
you what.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Nope. I got things going on, places to be. But this is good for me. This is gonna really give me a lot of room. I already talked to you about this too, Kai. All right, you already know.
Yeah.
It's nobody else's business where Dad Random goes. These are all secret things that I do. That's what makes my life a mystery. So, how can you have a life that's a mystery when you're on YouTube twice a week?
Yeah, how did we get here?
You're not going to feel bad about it, Kai. You're going to actually feel good about it for me.
I already know what it is, though. Well, I've already had a suspicion. So,
and I didn't haggle much with this person, so I got basically what I wanted out of the whole deal, and I'll have a whole bunch more room to do a lot more fun things. So, so that's done, man. I just got to put it in the mailbox. Holy crap! I can't believe it. All right, okay. You sold your drones. No, Ben, I didn't
He
sell.
didn't sell all those drones.
Ben, are you kidding me? Come on, I'm not insane. Yes,
Easy, 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 easy,
Ben,
easy.
I sold all my drones and I bought a. What the hell is that thing I'm getting in the mail? No, then you'd say I was insane. Here, hold on. I'm going to look this up really quick. You guys can have fun with this on my at my expense. Okay, what is that all about? Oh, log in. We sent you a text message. All right, I got to go back to that one. Now I got. What's this? Yeah, I have to change my password because I freaking forgot it. You know, how many times do I have to? All right, we'll do this one here. Let's see. Let's see.
All you have to do is call me.
What do you think I should do my password as, Kai? 0001234, like last time. Let's see if they take this one. This is why there's so bad.
Let's do ASDFGH 999.
Hey, it worked. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, 0001234 did work. Works for luggage too, I hear. Oh, assuming you got alphanumeric.
No, Ben's got to figure it out. Reverse order of 000.
Well, yeah. What they need to do is, Ben, what they need to do is they have to have binary code. So you can just freaking put in like lines and shit. You probably could do that. Let's see. You could use zeros and ones. Duh! But they don't let you do that. A long string of zeros and ones that means something to a programmer. Long string of zeros and ones that basically say password. I wonder what that would take. It would be the longest string of zeros and ones ever. So let's see if this gets me in there. Oh, guys, I just have to.
While you checking that, I got to check this video that
Yeah,
Doc just sent me.
there we go. What? That's all I need to hear. I check it for music. We got to do. I keep screwing up, and like I have music that doesn't show up as a copyright machine, so it's how it does. So we have to watch out. I've been kind of messing things up lately that way. So we're just straightening that out, making sure.
Yeah, Doc, I just got your thing, but unfortunately, because you texted it to me, it's so pixelated that you can hardly make out anything on it. Send it me by email. I know you got my email. My email or Gmail.
My Gmail.
So, what else do we have to talk about today?
We have the secret drone build that nobody's done before. That's right, secret.
We're not
We're not
there hasn't been a whole lot of movement on that this weekend
because of other things that you had to do.
Other commitments.
Yeah. Well, you should be enjoying yourself is what you should be doing.
Yeah, on Thursday I got to enjoy it with my daughter here, doing pancakes for 150 people.
The hell?
She signed up for some shindig somewhere up in Austin and volunteered to do breakfast, and now she wants to do like breakfast tacos, but instead of using tortillas, she wants to use pancakes.
Uh-huh.
But you can't do that with regular pancakes because they're too brittle. So I'm probably going to have to do some crepe kind of contraption.
some kind of crayfish.
Yeah. Because those things you actually can fold and roll and all that.
Yeah, I love crepes. Crepes are fun because they don't fill you up a ton, and you can flavor them. It's like pancakes, you know, you get freaking 10 pounds of bread all at the same time. They freaking NDI announces release. So NDI offered they're the ones that allow you to use multiple devices within your network. And that's the technology, I believe, right? That basically allows you to have multiple video streams. It's hot in here.
All right. This is interesting. Now I got a video going somewhere. And I don't know where it's at.
You can't find it.
That's the joy of multiple screens.
These guys here.
So let's try this again. Open that.
What was he flying in that? Okay, now from that sound, what drone is it? What class? Name that drone. So you had to move it from your phone to your.
No, I have to move it from my TV to my desktop. See, right now I've got a 32-inch screen in front of me. I have a 27-inch screen to the side for a slave. And I got a 50-inch TV hooked up to my computer just for an additional screen. And I've got another cable laying here on the floor that I plug my goggles into when I fly simulator.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
If you got high enough of a high power video card, then you can do all that. So let's try this one more time.
And that is something I do not have. I will not be mining copper. I'm still. It sounds like a kid. Sounds like a group of kids.
It looks great on the big 50-inch screen.
Sounds like
we can actually view this. I just shared a screen. All right, here we go.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the X8, right? Oh, wow, that's moon forming. Sounds evil.
Yeah, that thing moves.
Smooth though. Look at how smooth it's moving.
How about you get that stuck on top of the cottonwood tree?
Oh, that thing would bite in with fruit crop.
Call the fire department on that one.
Whoa. That just sounds mean.
Well, that's what A crops will do. Who's putting inches to good use? Wait a minute. What am I missing here? Okay, what's in my whoa.
What?
Who's got a lot of inches? Wait a minute.
Let's see. Yes, it's flying on 8S. Oh man, 11 pounds that thing can freaking pick up. I don't. I guess are those cameras that heavy? 11 pounds. Would you want to fly with an 11-pound camera? That's just scary to think about, because that's just a lot of weight to control. Period. I've seen them fly with the red camera. It's a
I wouldn't want to fly with a red camera because the footage I wouldn't know what to do with. I
well,
wouldn't have to. I don't have the computer to process the footage.
yeah, it's insane. It's insane what it would also what
If
it
we're
takes.
going to spend 20, if we're going to spend 25 grand on the camera, I'm going to do it on a freaking dragonfish. Oh, he's referring to my screen inches. Well,
I'm looking up.
I got 12 inches right here.
We have to play the big 10-inch record now. Let's see here if I can.
Well, I already stepped in it at work today.
I'll show you. What do you got? I'll find you something here. I got.
We were talking about electrician. I'm like, I'm overqualified to be an electrician. And they looked at me. I'm like, you have to be an electrician. You have to have a short in your pants.
I'm looking up my girlfriend's freaking. Let me see here. Let's see what she's.
Your girlfriends?
Yeah, my girlfriend here at Banggood. It's hard to
Does
tell.
your wife know about your girlfriend, or
You tell me.
we're gonna do it like in what was that, Master and Commander? Here's to wives and girlfriends. May they never meet.
May they never meet. I always tell Jamie, I said, I got a girlfriend at Banggood. Oh, this sounds good. Whoever thought of that name, whoever thinks of those things, obviously isn't thinking about it. They're obviously just
Oh no, they were thinking about it.
Banggood. All right, here. This is. You tell me, is this a Kai drone or not? Here we go. We're gonna put this thing up here. Let me go and share my screen here.
Share your screen.
Yeah, here we go. Kai drone.
Ivor is telling us to get with it.
Kai drone or not? Here we go.
Ta-da-ta.
Is the Kai drone or not? What do you think? Does that look? Now this one here, if you look at it, it does.
Got headlights. Come on now.
It's got headlights. It doesn't. Now that's not a 3-axis gimbal either. What these guys did is 2-axis with EIS, anti-shake.
Oh, anti-shake.
But it'd be interesting because this is more like the Kai drone over here, isn't it? This one on the right here, this little tiny here. I see if I can get this. It doesn't. They don't put that name up there. So that's this one. Then there's this one over here on the right hand side.
The 89 or the 146 one?
Well, the 146.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that
looks more like the Kai drone
because it's got the front headlights. You know that the electronics in this one here on the left is the same damn electronics that's in here. It's just the same boards, the same.
No, that's not. That's not because that's a 4K. The Kai is an 8K. Okay.
But I'm
It's only got a 2-axis gimbal where the Kai has a 3-axis gimbal.
and
And
I've heard some complaints here so far that they're saying that this does not give you 25 minutes of flight time. So I'm going to test that out. And this is actually a 3S drone. Okay, so I'm like, oh, 3S. I've got a 3S battery that we can test on that.
you just hang it off of your air, and no,
could
that
you
only 25 minutes of flight time.
could you imagine a 3S Lion battery hanging from that? That thing would fly for days with a 3S Lion battery. So we'll see. We'll see if we'll see if that's the if that
Yeah,
works out. But $126. Oh man, it's right now. I'm thinking, what could I do with the $126? Or well, I said, I guess I could get a gallon. I could put it. I could fill my gas tank up one time.
yeah. You can fill your gas tank up, or for 2 of them, you can buy the tonneau cover.
Uh,
That's not available anywhere.
I know. I told the guy I wouldn't go without the tonneau cover, but he says he couldn't find one. But Kai's found like 15 of them.
Oh,
So he says it's going to
yeah,
be.
look
It
on me again.
says it's back ordered, but if I can find one, I'm going to see if I can get him to write me a check.
There we go. There's the 8K. 8K of RAM, not pixels. I
Bingo.
still have that kind of one sitting over there in the corner. I
Uh-huh.
haven't found any fireworks tied to it yet.
Mm. We should have actually a competition to see which one's better. The LZ, what the hell is that? LZ 106? What do I call it? It's the LYZRC L106 Pro.
Yeah, you just remember that for your review. You practice that name a couple days ahead of time.
LYZRC L106 Pro. I will not remember how to say it.
You're gonna be a regular Captain Drone here.
Put the box up. Here we go. We'll see about it. It'll be fun for 15 minutes, and it'll go back into the box and back into the
Robert Glazier is in the house. Good evening, sir.
go in the land. It'll go back to the land of misfit toys. Robert, welcome. Ivor Goodrum is here too. It's like watching paint dry. Come on, get to it. Okay, Ivor.
It's Ivor.
Ebor. All right.
Ivor.
We are paint. So enjoy. You guys are so quiet. Ivor Goodrum. Yeah, I could imagine who that is. It's okay, Ivor. You have a choice. Your choice is to enjoy or to say bye bye. So you can say bye bye. So I have no qualms with Ivor. I really don't care about Ivor. My life goes way beyond him. And I hope yours does too.
The trolls are out and force today. Rodney Bell did one earlier with drone warship, and Ron, whatever his name is, the pilot or flying ambulance guy.
Right.
And there were some trolls in there like you wouldn't believe.
That's okay. My answer to
Oh,
troll.
my thumbs guy down. Show it back up too. Thank you, sir.
Yes, if you have not. If you have not. Guys, this is a Tuesday stream. It is about being chill and having conversation based on technology ideas. And we've talked about a lot of things. I can review. We've talked about controllers. We've talked about mini quads. We've talked about toy quads. We've talked about trucks. We talked about batteries. We've talked about a lot of technology. We've talked about a lot of different things, and that's what it's for.
We'll talk about tech and random subjects.
That's right. And
That's whatever subject that random comes up with.
we talked about antennas. We've talked about building projects. So,
Yep, Ron Lockwood, Sunrise. That's exactly who I was talking about. Ron Lockwood.
Ron he flies air ambulances.
Yeah,
Very cool. I've been watching. We get our fire season has come here, so and during our fire season, the helicopter guys are super important. We also get the big tankers that come. I don't know. They travel around the country. They're putting out big fires. We've had the biggest air tankers that you could possibly have. The L I think the L 1011, um, which is I actually flew on one in a commercial flight back when they were still using them, and that's the big DC-10. I've been on a DC-10 too, and if you guys remember those, the DC-10, and then the L 1011 had a lot. It's Lockheed, yeah, yeah. Dinner time, right? But the L 1011 has the DC-10 motors. I think they're probably, and then it has the big third engine on the tail, that big monster. So I don't know what they all are. So we get some Air Force guys here, those big tankers. Yeah. So, and then they converted them to the big tankers because they're huge. I think they might have turned them into cargo planes first, and then there's a few of them around. So repurposed foods. That's
I,
again.
I should tell you my little tanker airplane story then.
I can only stay for a minute because it's dinner time. So
Okay, well,
keep going. You can keep going. I've got to hustle here in a minute. So
it'll be a quick one. So I was down in what was called Yugoslavia at the time. Now it's Croatia,
all right. Yep.
right on the coast, and I had managed to borrow a surfboard and did a little windsurfing there in the Mediterranean. Well, as luck would have it, the sail disintegrated. One of the ropes came loose off of the back boom. So I was kind of paddling in the water. Well, there was some wildfires. And every now and again, you saw a tanker plane come over and it would dip down to the Mediterranean and refuel it or rewater itself.
Yeah.
And take back off and go on back. And I'm sitting on the surfboard. I'm looking up at this airplane. That damn plane's coming straight at me.
Oh my! Now there's an old myth
Yeah,
about
there's old myth about that. But
yes.
I'm sitting on the surfboard and I'm seeing this damn plane coming my direction. Well, I pulled out what I had left on the mast was the sail and start flopping it back and forth. And right about then, I actually see him pull up the nose a hair, fly over the top of me, and dip down behind me.
Wow. You could have been that scuba diver.
Yeah.
Now that's the myth, right? You want to tell everybody about the myth that's an
Now,
old
the
myth.
myth is the scuba diver got sucked up into the tank and then dumped on top of
You think that's
the
possible?
wildfire.
You think that's possible?
Doubt it.
Yeah, it probably didn't happen, but you think I forget. I think they did MythBusters did that where they said that the tankers they have an intake, but it actually has a like a mesh screen on it or something.
It would have to have some sort of screen on it for one to, keep from sucking any debris into it.
Fishing, whatever. Yeah.
For another, I don't think. I mean, to get a full grown man with scuba gear and everything into the tank without getting him hung up, that would have to be
Right.
a 2.5 foot.
Right, and they'd have to be at the perfect way, level. Meaning, that you'd have to
Yeah.
be able to get the whole guy and not half the guy or whatever. I don't know. Thought that was kind of That's an interesting story, but it does bring up the old myth of the scuba diver found in the forest, and that they found a guy that had been sucked up in one of those airplanes. All righty, I got to go. I have got to go, but
Well, you have got to go. I'm going to go too
yeah, it's
because we've
okay.
been at it for an hour and a half now. So
It's okay. We're going to be back Friday. Hopefully Friday.
we'll be back on Friday when we're going to figure out this
Yeah,
whole
we're
Go-Go
gonna,
Bird giveaway thing.
yeah. The Go-Go Bird's going on Friday. I don't care how the Go-Go Bird goes. My guys, I'm going to be pulling from the Go-Go Bird. I'm going to just repeat it again. The Go-Go Bird video. There's just more people on it. It'll give us a bigger group. So if you haven't, just go over there really quick. Just say anything. Just make sure that you have record that you're over there. And yes, you have to be. When we verify you, if you're not subscribed to both our channels, because this is a joint deal, we'll check that. We will disqualify you for not being part of the entire process. So but we've got more of these things to go. I've got a bunch of things, and It sounds like there's a Kai drone too, possibly in somebody's future.
I
Well,
wouldn't do that
what?
to anybody.
I'm not going to give that away to anybody.
I wouldn't do that to anybody. No, that thing is the fact that if the card reader does not work on that thing, I've tried different cards. They do not work on that thing. The gimbal's got issues.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't give that to anybody unless they want it for target practice with the 12 gauge. So, which is actually possible.
What about me? Why can't I do it for target practice?
You probably could, because I'd have to go borrow I have a buddy that has a bunch of handguns. He has AR-15s too, so I actually might do that. That would be fun. Maybe we'll do that with one of my most disliked drones. We will go out to the range and we will shoot it. I'll let his daughter shoot it with an AR-15. He's got a daughter that just loves guns, so that's always fun to watch girls with guns shooting drones.
I have a 357 revolver.
Well, yeah, I want the big one, the other one that you got that shoots the 410 cartridges. What's that thing called?
The Judge.
The Judge. Freaking 410. Freaking, you put basically a shotgun shell inside there. All right. I'm out of here.
All right, yeah. It is time.
Kai drone for no. Did I say Kai drone? Go Birds leaving Friday. So we'll get rid of it, right? We'll go right away at the beginning of the stream. So you want to
thank you all for showing up.
Yep.
Appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up on the way out if you haven't done so already.
Yep. And make sure you go to Ivor
channel. Link to that video into the description. I have it. I will find it. I will put it into the description.
Go to Ivor channel and tell him how big of a jerk he is. I mean, he's probably got one follower because he's a fake name. So, all righty, we're out of here. I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you all, and we'll see you all next time.